Hope it is visible to all of you. Any one of you just say yes or no? Audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So today's class, we are going to discuss why you are supposed to study the Python. One common question will come in everybody's mind. Should I study a Python? Why should I study? And who use a Python? And so the top companies using the Python, those companies' name, we'll try to see it. And worldwide job, for which particular language it is more, that also we'll see it. These are all out of syllabus, but you should know before we start the syllabus. And top 10 most popular tech skills in 2020. Then, after discussing these things, we'll go to the syllabus. We'll discuss today numbers, variables, comparisons, and logic. Let us go to the next slide. Why to study the Python? Python popularity and high salary. Everybody want a good salary, good job. Hence, everybody is behind the Python. Python is used in data science. Some of the points I have told: Python scripting automation, Python used in big data, Python supports testing. Just read it once or twice. Computer graphics Python used in artificial intelligence, data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and used for these people. They disturb our class, those who are joining late. So Python is web development. So next class onwards, please don't join late. It will disturb the regular class. Python is web development, and Python is portable and extensible. Python is simple and easy to learn. So some of the points, just read it once or twice. You can note down why to study the Python. Next, we'll go to the who uses a Python. Just go through Nokia, Yahoo, YouTube. A big list is there, including Google, Firefox, Mozilla, Red Hat. Just go through eBay, and this side also a big list is there. Maybe overlapping, are taken from different websites. Who use a Python? Why I'm showing, when they are using a Python, definitely they need a person who knows a Python. So automatically you'll come to know which are the companies. You may get a job if you are very good in Python. So another 10 seconds I'll spend, and then I'll go to the next slide. Why I'm showing, at least you will get a more interest in learning the Python. Top companies using the Python. Just now I shown. A few more are there. Just go through Google, Netflix, Facebook, Amazon, and I think this is a Twitter, IBM. Many are there. Yahoo, Hike, etc. So the big list is there. Even including this certified courses, many students they undergo this. Udemy and PayPal, Bank of America. Many are there. Anyway, we'll go to the next. Worldwide job on Indeed.com. You might have heard this particular job offers. We'll get here. You just go through 2017. How was the Python? 18, 2019, at present 2020. Worldwide job. You just compare with Java, JavaScript, C++, C#, PHP, Perl, and even ranked by average salary. Those who know JavaScript, Java, C, C++, compare to them, a person if he is good in Python, he or she may get a very good salary. And ranked by volume of job openings. Even volume is also more. That's the reason everybody is behind the Python. Not only salary is good, even volume is also more. Sometimes hardly few people will get a job. Salary will be good, but not like this in case of Python. So hence, most of the people, they want to become a master in the Python. And just go through this. These words we are going to use later. Jupyter, NumPy, and many other. Matplotlib, you have a SymPy, many others. Just go through. And top 10 most popular tech skill in 2020. They are listed. It is from the website. I am not typing all these things. Top 10 most popular tech skill. In that, again, number 1 is a Python. Then you have a web, Angular, machine learning, etc., etc. there next. But first, then 9th is a deep learning. But first they are given is a Python. And just go through these things. You may get an idea later. At least this image, if it is there in your mind, it will be good. Pandas, SciPy. You may use it later. NumPy. So now, we'll go to the next. These things are discussed because the last class we wanted to show only the video, but you people asked that, hence it was a little bit confusion that this or. Anyway, numbers, variables, comparisons and logic, this we are going to discuss now. Just a minute. I don't know why it's changing. Okay. Now, all of you know integers. You have studied in your C language. But remember, no limit to their magnitude in case of Python. Integer arithmetic is exact. All these things you know. It's just like a revision. Integer means what in Python. Floating point also you have studied in your previous semester or previous years. And real numbers such as 1.2, minus 0.36, 1.67, 263 into 10 raised to minus 7. All are example for the floating point numbers. They represent but are stored in a binary to a certain precision. This is very, very important one point you have to remember. Many students will get confusion later because they won't remember this. When I say 4 by 3, you will get 1.33333333. Many 3's will get. But remember, it will be represented using a certain precision. It's not infinity. Python floating number, how we write? 2.0, 1.23, e raised to 4. I may use lower case, I may use upper case also. Both are okay in Python. This is the one point which you have to remember. Coming to the complex numbers. In Python, complex numbers are denoted by J. This also you have studied. Real and imaginary numbers represented as for floating point numbers. Complex number arithmetic is therefore not exact. How you represent 2.3 plus 1.2j? This is one way how we can write down a plus bj, something like that. Or we can write complex, in the bracket you can write 2.3 comma 1.2 like that. This is the way how we can represent the complex numbers in case of Python. If I type in front of the prompt 5, it will show you the 5. If I type 5.0, what I will get? 5.0 I will get. And if I point 0.10, what I will get? Type the answers, we will see how many of you are active. Type the answers. What I should get? 0.10 I am typing. 0.1 Sindhu, Naina, good. 0.1 I should get. Akshay, Abhijit, Bhatt. All these things I will store. Whatever you are typing, it will be there in my MS Word file. Every day. Priya Patil, Sharon, Lakshmi, Vishwas, good. Aparna, Hegde. Now, what you told is correct. The answer is 1. If I type 0.0001, what I will get? Will I get 0.001 or not? Just type, it may be right or wrong, don't worry. Just I want you people to be active, involved. Sindhu, very good. She did it first. Akanksha, Meenakshi, Ram Prasad, Naina, Vishwas, Namrita, Kruti, good. 0.001. Srinivas, good. Now, Sanjay, let us go to the next. It is correct. If I type 0.000, 4 zeros are there, if I am right, 999. What I will get? Very good. Vishwa, I think. Surat, Akshita. Very good. Nayana, Jyoti, Saumya. Everybody is giving the answer. Good. No doubt, answer I will get is different. 9.99 e raised to minus 0.5 I will get. So remember this, and I told you people, do all these things in your computer. So I don't have a computer, no problem, you can do it in the mobile also. So this is one important point which you have to remember. Now, try to read this. Python, sorry, mouse was this side. Just a minute. Okay, now. Python interpreter displays numbers in a standard way. For example, the internal representation of 0.1 discussed earlier is rounded to 0.1, which is the shortest number with this representation. And numbers smaller in magnitude than 0.0001 are displayed in scientific notation. Copy down this or remember, the numbers smaller in magnitude than 0.0001 are displayed in scientific notation. This one word you have to remember. Next, what I'll get? Float of 5. The typing the number, you'll get float of 5. I'll get a 5.0. Int of 5.2. What I'll get? What I may get? 5. Akanksha. Very good. Parvati Devi. Okay. Nayana. Pronunciation may not be correct. Meenakshi, Aparna, Pavitra, Jyoti, Abhijit, Aishwarya. Good. The answer is 5. Int 5.9. I'll get 5. Correct. I'll get 5. And complex 3 point. Maybe wrong. You just type it. No problem. 3. Okay. Somebody is writing 3 plus 0. Very good. Somebody is trying. That I appreciate. Whether you know or you don't know, how you think that matters even in the interview also. Remember, don't say I don't know. How you think that matters? Nobody expects you people to know the answer 100%. This is the way how you are supposed to prepare yourself for the interviews. The answer is 3 plus 0 xi. 3 plus 0 xi. Now if I write 0 point, comma 3 point, what I will get answer? Type the answer. It may be wrong. 0 plus 3j. Akanksha is typing. Jyoti, Aishwarya, Vishwa, Jnanashri, Ganesh, Vinay, Anusha, Srinivas, Saumya, Namrita, Rohit. Okay, let us check it. Check. Somebody is disturbing the class here. Okay. Now, check your answer. The answer is 3j. It will not show 0 plus. Some people they wrote 0 plus and you will get a 3j. So these are some of the points which you have to remember. Unless you practice, you cannot remember these things. Now, let us go to the next. Read this. Note that a floating point number is rounded down in the casting it into an integer. Constructing a complex object from a float generates a complex number with the imaginary part equal to 0. To generate a pure imaginary number, you have to explicitly pass two numbers to complex with the first real part equal to 0. So this is one important point which you have to remember. Now, so far what we have discussed is integer, floating point number and complex number. So I'll pause for a minute. Just try to recall what you have discussed. Let us go to the next slide. Just a minute. Okay. Now, whatever I had told just now, I'll give a minute or two, or already I have sent these in your WhatsApp group. What I expect, otherwise I will show you. Parallel, I will copy this if possible. I'll check it. Just a minute. I'll show you also. You can also do the same thing. Just a minute. I'll try to open online compiler I hope all of you can see the screen. I'll take a, yes, it is there here. Just link also I'll copy. I have not kept it open. So I'll try to open this. I'll try to execute one or two instructions for, so that you people also can do it. This is Komal. So please join in the beginning, otherwise you are disturbing my class. It irritates the others also. Now, I don't know how much it will take. What I do, simply I will paste this information. Just I will copy down this, Control A, Control C. I hope screen is visible to you people. Yes or no, you type it. Screen. Okay. Thank you. Now, I will make a small changes so that everybody can see it. Okay. This I have shared with your classmates. Simply I have used a print instead of a prompt. I am doing in the simulation. Online simulation is available. Simply type whatever we discuss in the class. Instead of typing in front of your prompt, just use a print and execute. Simply press execute. All of you observe in the result. When you type this, when you execute, instead of typing, I have copied and pasted. Now I am executing this. It will execute online. Observe this. I'll get an answer. Result I'll get online only. These things I have shared with your classmates. Some of the sample, this print. So what you people are supposed to do? Even link also I had typed. Even 1 minute I'll do. What I'll do? I'll take this. I'll paste in the screen is not being presented. Is the screen is visible?
Yes, sir. No.
Somebody is telling no, somebody is telling. Screen is not visible to you people?
It is visible, sir.
Okay, it may be difficult to read it. The font size, okay, I will try to zoom it if possible. Is it visible now?
Visible, sir.
Hey, no, many students are telling no.
Not sir.
Visible or not?
They did not pin to your... No, sir.
It's visible, sir.
1 minute, all of you do one thing. First stop typing in the chat box. Now, I am pasting one link. All of you open this link. I'll give 3-4 minutes. You can take a time. 5 minutes I'll give. Open this link. Simply, whatever I am sending you in the chat box, copy and paste it. Execute it. If you have done it, type, complete it. You got answer, something you type it. Simply copy, paste it, execute it. In the first class only you are executing one program. You should be happy. And after execution, when you get an answer, come back to this and say you complete it. Let me know how many of you will complete. Done, sir, done. Abhijit over, Aditi over, Anusha over, Sindhu, Kriti, Arfali, I think Arfali. Okay, names are going fast. Aishwarya, Rahul, Nidhi, Kirti. Is it visible to you in your mobile at least? Yeah? I'm sure it will be visible to you people. Okay. So now, this is the way how you are supposed to execute. Done. Surat, Aishwarya. Vijayanand Hegde. Why so late? I don't know. Okay, most of them they are completed. If I am right. Done. Mahima, Satvik. And okay, let me go to the next. There are many online compilers are available, so you can use any one. And now onwards, I cannot execute like this because it will take a lot of time. What I do in my slides, so if I type like this, how it looks in the online simulator, and what result I am going to get, I will show like this directly. So you people are supposed to type this and you have to see the answer. In the live classes, I cannot do this. If I do it, instead of taking a 1 semester, I have to take 3 semesters. So you have to do parallelly, otherwise it cannot be completed within a 1 semester. Please remember this. And if you are really interested to become an expert, whatever the instruction I say, you have to execute. How to execute, most of you have understood now. If anybody is still having doubt, you can ask. And this Python 3, you have to use instead of Python 2. In the beginning, no problem. Later, it will show you the error or it may not execute properly. Now, let me go to the next. Int 5 point. Okay, these things are completed already. Now, let us go to the next. Now, the basic Python arithmetic operators. We have these. All these things you know. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, floating point. One important point which you have to remember is integer division. These all you know. For example, addition, subtraction, multiplication you know, floating you know. But integer division you have to remember. And modulus also I am sure you people know. Exponential also you know. Just go through this. I will give you a time. 30 seconds I will give you.
Sir, nothing is visible, sir.
Not visible?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
I'll share again. Stop sharing.
Yeah, why? No.
Okay, 1 minute. System might have hanged. Okay. I'll go back. Present now. Okay, I was showing you the simulator, na? That's why it has gone. Okay, I'll do this again. Thanks for your information. So let me check now. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This only I have shown. When I went to the internet, it was showing a problem. I think that time. Anyway. Now, what I told is, okay, go to the next slide. Yes. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, all of you know. Only extra what you should remember is integer division you have to remember. Modulus, exponential you know. Now I want you people to go through these for a 30 to 40 second. Python has two types of division. One is a floating point division, another is a integer division. Now try to understand. When I say 2.7 by 2, 1.35 I'll get. 9 by 2 I'll get 4.5. 8 by 4 I'll get 2.0 I'll get. Not 2, 2.0 I'll get. And another point which you have to remember is can perform integer arithmetic. Rounding will be done when I use like this. So one example, 8 integer division I am using by 4 I'll get a 2. 9 integer division, 9 by 2 integer. What is the answer? What I am going to get? Yes, not 4 point something, I'll get 4. Very good. And most of you hope you are remembering. 2.7 divided by 2. I'll not get a something 1 point. I'll get a only 1.0. So it will be around 1 I will get. Okay. So just go through the difference between the integer and floating division, so that whenever you are using any division, you should know whether the answer will be integer or float. And you may get doubt here and there, no doubt, no problem. What you have to do, 1 or 1.0 you may get a doubt. You should get doubt. What you have to do for that? execute it. Your computer is not going to burn. That's all. Very simple. Now let us go to the next slide. The same thing I had typed. Now let me share this also with you people. I'll again I think if I were to type then I had to stop sharing. Just a minute. Use the same simulation link. This printf I'll send you in a chat box. Just a minute. Okay, again I'll try to share the screen. Simply execute, observe the output. Good. Most of you have executed. Okay, some students they are even given the answer also. Very good. A lot of doubts will be cleared when you execute. You should not ask the teacher. Do you know who is the best teacher? Computer is the best teacher. It will give the 100% correct answer compared to any teacher in the world. So it's better to ask the computer rather than asking a teacher. Now let us go to is the screen is visible now? Yes or no? Screen. Again I have shared.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because whenever I go to that slide, there will be a problem. Okay, let us go to the next. And modulus operator, hope all of you know. No need to explain. Just read it. Again the number returned is an int only if both of the operands are int. Just note down. Okay. So let me go to the next slide. This I have printed. This I have executed. I am showing you the instructions. What I got output also I am showing you. Hope you people can understand. Instead of executing every time, it will take a unnecessary time for me also, for you also. But you have to practice. I cannot come to your rooms and I cannot ask you to practice. Let us go to the next slide. Tell the answer. 2 plus 4 into 3 evaluated to 14 or 18. Type your answers. 14. Akanksha, Lakshmi, Aditi, Jnanashri, Sanjana, Abhijit, Vishwas, Aishwarya, I don't know, Arshia, I don't know, okay. Mahak, Sharon, Akshita, your names I don't know because I have not taken any class. Aparna, Saumya, Rohan, if a pronunciation is not correct, don't become angry. Huh? So unknowingly it will be happening. Hegde, Pavan, Sahana, Srinivas, all are telling 14. Okay, good. Remember the arithmetic operator precedence. Highest is for this. All of you know these things in the C language also. Then these things. Last is plus minus. Just copy down or note down or read it twice. And read the last line. 2 plus 4 into 3 will become 18. It looks like this only, but answer will be 18. Precedence rules are overridden by the use of parentheses. This is known to you people. Just like a revision, we are doing it. Okay, let us go to the next. This is the same, just I execute it. Print 2 plus 4 into 3, I got 14. 2 plus 4, in the parenthesis I put, then into 3 I got 18. Just for your reference. I am sure all the programs I executed, even including single instruction I executed. Reason is I wanted to learn Python. Hope you people will understand this line. I wanted to learn Python, and only I am little ahead compared to you people. That's all. Even in my lifetime, first time I am learning the Python. But I'll assure you, I will learn 100%. Jitna ho sake utna execute karunga my programs, because I want to learn. Now, operator precedence. This is a comment we use. This is a symbol for comment in my slides also, even in the book also. Operators of equal precedence are evaluated left to right with the exception of exponential. Now 6 slash or divided by 2 divided by 4, it is the same as 3 by 4. Try to understand why it is 3 by 4. 6 by 2 is 3, 3 by 4, left to right. So hence 6 by 2 by 4 is nothing but a 3 by 4. Like that, go through this and copy down if you want, or at least read and understand. I'll give 45 seconds for you people. Observe this. 2, 2, 3 is there, how it does. And if I use a parenthesis, answer will be different. All these things you can try, execute later, today only. Don't postpone. We'll do it Sunday, Saturday. You will never do it. You should do that day only. Before you sleep, whatever the instructions you have executed, you have discussed today, you should complete today only. I have executed. See here. 6 by 2 by 4. What I got? 3 by 4. 0.75. Both are same, just now I told. Similarly, remaining also, how it becomes 256, 64, just we have discussed the answers. Like this, you are supposed to execute all the instructions and you have to learn today only. I cannot share all these things the way how I have done in the beginning. It takes a lot of time to do, because print only throughout semester we can discuss. So please remember, at least a few minutes in the beginning you have to spend for programming in your room, in your home. Now, it is a summary, whatever you have discussed so far. You have 30 seconds, glance it. Floating point division, integer division, modulus operator, and these are the answers for whatever we have typed in front of the prompt. And this is a Python arithmetic operator precedence. Okay. Any other doubts? If you have, you can ask, or you can type it. I told you, best teacher is your computer. Good. We'll go to the next. Methods and attributes of numbers. Python numbers are objects. This is very important. One point you have to remember. Python numbers are objects. In fact, everything in the Python is an object and has certain attributes, and these can be accessed using the dot notation. This one line you have to remember and you have to understand. Throughout our programming we use these 2 points, objects, and we access their attributes using the dot operator. For example, 4 plus 5j, dot real, answer will be 4.0. 4 plus 5g dot imag, I'll get a 5.0. Just one line you remember or copy down the first line. Python numbers are objects, or in fact everything in Python is an object. And a certain attributes can be accessed using a dot notation. And these things you can execute also today only in your room. Check it. Will you get the same answer or not? If it's a different answer, you can talk to me. And I have executed. I'll show you. Whenever I say you execute, I'm doing it first. I'll show you the answer later. And callable functions are there. You can write 4 plus 5j dot conjugate. I'll get a 4 minus 5j as an answer. And it's very interesting. Some digits I'm typing, dot bit length I'm using, just I'm calling this function. The number of bits used to represent this particular integer number will be getting as output. The empty parenthesis indicate that the method is to be called, for example, conjugate, bit length, etc. Python allocates as much memory as is necessary to exactly represent the integer. So just go through, copy down conjugate, bit length, these two words. You can try to execute these things. And this is the answer what I got after the execution. Print 4 plus 5j dot real, imaginary, conjugate, and bit length, number of bits used to represent this. Just I have executed in the same simulator what I have told you. So you can also do it today only. And all these are there in the book. Don't ask the PPT. I am not doing any magic. All these instructions are there in your textbook only. Simply execute those and understand and try to see the output. Mathematical functions. For example, if I type absolute of minus 5.2, I'll get a 5.2 answer. Absolute of minus 2, I'll get a 2. Absolute of 3 plus 4j, I'll get a 5.0. All of you know, square root of x square plus y square. This answer I'll get. And one important word you have to understand, you have to remember is, hey, see here. This is an example for polymorphism. What is the meaning of this, sir? The same function ABS does different things to different objects. I repeat, see here. The same function, what is that function? Absolute function does different things to different objects. When I am sending minus 5.2, I am getting 5.2. When I give minus 2, it is giving 2. When I do 3 plus 4j, it is giving 50. So hence, the same function does different things to the different objects. Hence, it is called as polymorphism. And one word is given for this. Okay. And read this. The same thing what I explained is given in this. I have 45 seconds. Read it. Note on it. We'll go to the next slide. Now, round function rounds the floating point numbers to the nearest integer. Round minus 9.62, it will become minus 10. Round 7.50, it will become 8. Round 4.5 will become 4. I want you people to go through this. Try to understand something here. Here the instructions are there. Program, or you can say, or a set of instructions. Result is available. Instructions, result is available. Try to understand something. I want you people to, what you observed carefully, let me know from you individually. Let me know. Anyone of it type in the chat what you observed something here. A same slide is shown to all the students. We'll see who has observed something here. Okay, Naina asked something. Why not 7.5 is rounded off 2? Not visible to me. I'll try to 7. Okay, floating to int by rounding down. Okay, Abhijit told something. Happy. Your observation is very important here. Even you are supposed to execute and you are supposed to observe, but I am doing it. If there is a even number, okay, so nice. If there is a even number before 5, it is rounded off to even number. Pavitra told something. Aishwarya is telling if your number is odd from left of 5.5, then rounded to consecutive number. If it is even, then it is rounded to itself. Okay, good. Some observation you are making. Good. Any other observation from anybody? Just type it what you are observing. Aishwarya, Pavitra, Abhijit, Naina. Only 3-4 students they did it. Anybody is doing? If it is even, then it is rounded to itself. Okay. That is very, very important. You should get a doubts here. If you won't get a doubts, you will never learn. And it doesn't mean all the doubts you should ask to the teacher only. If the floating point is above 0.5, rounded to the next number is very correct. Rishikesh Kulkarni, what you are telling is correct. Anybody? Doubts you should get. That is the first step to learn. That is the first step. 6.5 should be rounded to 7. Akhilesh. Don't say should be. Okay, somebody has executed. Somebody got 88775. 88775. Very interesting. Thank you, Vijayanand Hegde. You executed so quickly. You will learn Python definitely, properly. Now, just execution doesn't give any idea. What you observe in that. What you are taking out of that. That is very important. Abhishek, Rishikesh Kulkarni. Okay. 8. Anybody else want to answer something? So 4.5 is rounded to 4. Yeah, not 5. Sindhu, that only I am asking you to observe, madam. Your observation matters a lot. And I am not telling. It is computer is telling. In apps, number is executed in positive. Okay. Very good. I think Satvik told. Correct. Any other observation you have made? See how much is there to learn in one slide. You can imagine. How much is there to learn in the Python? Only printf it is. Because before 0.5 it is even so. Don't do any assumptions. This is the most dangerous. What is the best solution is? Simply execute and check the answers. And sometimes you may not get the same answer. When you execute today at 12:30, today at 2 o'clock, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, answer may differ. Should differ or should not differ, why it differs, etc. Answers you should get for that. Okay? So shall we conclude now? This will be the question to you people. I'm sure when you start next class, all of you will answer for this question in the beginning, what you observed. Okay? Shall we conclude now? Thank you. If you have any other doubts, you can ask me. Or you can ask your best teacher. There's a computer. All of you take care. Have a good day. See you in the next class. But I'm sure all of you will execute all these things and you learn something before I come to the next class. If I ask something, I'm sure all of you will answer for that question. Thank you. We can leave now.